Hello guys, so today we are going to cover the function carrying is and how is it important for function composition and what the functionality is. We are going to discuss all this thing today. Let's come with me. Let's deep dive into the code and understand it. So guys, we'll start looking into the function carrying, and I have a Lodash doc opened and they have already this utility function called curry. What it takes is it takes a function and also optionally it takes the arity of the function. So I'll explain all of these things, what arity and all is. So what happens is, yeah, first I'll tell what function currying is. So basically it's a process in functional programming where we can transform a function which expects multiple arguments and will break it down it into a series of nested function which takes a argument, which takes a single argument, and finally it resolves to a value. Or in other words, if I'll say a function, instead of taking all the argument at once, takes the first one, then return a new function, then takes the second one, then returns a new function, then takes a third one, then returns a new function, so on so forth until the arguments have been fulfilled. Means it, let's say in our example here, ABC, it expects 3 arguments, and let's say user has provided just one, like on the first call as we are seeing. So it still has to get 2 more, right? So it will still keep on going, and it will collect those 2 arguments, and once it gets all of these 3, it can call the function. So unless it will keep on returning a new function. So this returns a new function, then this returns a new function, then finally this returns a new function will which will be like, then ABC will get called with value 1, 2 and 3. So that is what it is, a process of taking a function which is having a multiple argument and returning a sequence series of nesting functions that take one argument and eventually result to a value. It's as simple as that. Then coming to the arity. So arity is the number of argument a function takes, that is known as the arity of a function. And how we can find in JavaScript, we can just do func.length and that will be the arity of it. So like as we can see the Lodash document, that it asks for the function and also optionally the arity, like how much argument it expects. So it is a optional because anyhow you'll be defining a function as we have defined here, and when we'll do abc.length we'll get 3, so that value it will get, so that is not necessary. And coming back to arity, so if the function expect or if function will have only one argument, that function is known as unary function, and if it will have 2 arguments, then that becomes binary, and so on and so forth. Also there is important concept called partial functions. So what partial functions are? It refers to a process. It's a process where we fix the number of arguments to a function. Let's say we have this ABC function and takes 3 arguments. I want to fix ABC in a way that it just takes a single argument A, and then it takes B, means 1 argument at a time. I'm trying to fix the number of arguments being used by ABC. So I'll transform ABC, the new ABC will be of such a form that it takes a 1 or whatever number of argument I want it to take. That is what partial, it's a process, that particular process of transforming a function where we fix the number of argument it takes becomes, that is known as the partial functions. So what we do is we take a function having, let's say, higher number of arity, and then we transform it to a function having a lesser number of arity. So in function carrying also we do the same thing. We transform a function and we try to make the nested function of unary arity. So all those function will become unary. Now coming back, if you people have understood what it is, we will come back for the implementation part. So let's say so what all things we need to do is, first to understand this, we need to first check whether we have got an ample number of, like, or we are matching the arity of the function or not. Let's say our function expects three variable. Did we get 3 variable? If not, then we'll have to go on further. So first we need to check whether our curried function. So what we'll do, let's say I'm writing my curry function. So the first thing is it will get a function, right? And then then what we have to do inside is we need to check whether this func.length, that is the arity, if that is less than or equal to arguments args.length. So that is the condition. If we meet this condition, then we can call the function, call the fn, or we will return a new function. So that's what we will be trying to cover is. So let's start with this. And so we'll write function curry, and it takes function, and then we'll have to return a new function. We can name new function, we can name it as curried, and it will have some arguments, right? We'll spread it, and then what we have to do, we have to check whether fn dot length means arity of the function is less or equal to the args dot length. What does it mean? It means what our expectation is. If argument has already reached it has gone beyond our expectation, means we want 3 variables to be present and it has gone even above that and it got 4, or let's say it has got at least 3, means equal to 3. If that happens, then what we'll have to do is, in that case, we need to call this function, right? So we'll have to return as well from here. And why is this error? Okay, we'll see that for now. One second. Yeah. So if it is true, then we'll call function, and what we'll do is we'll call the function and we'll pass the argument, whatever argument has come. Else, if that's not the case, that it has not reached, if the length is still not the same, then what we'll do is we'll return another function. And we'll get some more arguments here, right? And what we'll do is we'll call this curried again here with the arguments we have got till now. So we'll just have to spread it. Okay, and also we should spread this as well. And so this function, this is true, then we'll do this, or else we do this. Okay, cool. So what we are doing, if our function func.length with arity has reached the length, then we are calling the function and we are passing the arguments and all. And if that's not the case, then what will return a new function. That is why, let's say if we reach to this stage, we need to return a new function, right? So this is that new function, and this new argument, that is that 2, will come here, and then we'll call this curried again, this thing again, with these two combined. Like 1, we have in the first call we have got 1 that has come from here, and then we got 2 now. So now we are combining both of these and we are calling curried again. So now curried is being called with 1 comma 2. So this thing has become exactly like this now. Now this will they'll call, and now 1 comma 3 will come here, and length is still 2, right? That is 2. 1 comma 2 means length is 2. Then still it will check argument dot length is 2 and this is 3. So still that condition is not met and will not call here. We'll again return a new function. Then we'll again return a new function that will get called with 3. So now here in more we'll get 3, and then we'll again call this curried function having args. We are spreading it, so 1 comma 2 here, and we have got 3 now. So 1 comma 2 and then 3. Then we are calling this curried, and now this is having 1 comma 2 comma 3 values, which is equal to this. Then we can call this function and we are done, right? So that is it. Now what we'll do is we'll try to have some function. Let's say I create a sum function, and what this sum function is doing, it is summing up 3 values, a plus b plus c. And now what we want to do is we will make a curried version of sum. So we'll pass sum to our curry. Yeah, that's all we need to do. And now this sum will become the curried version of itself. And now we'll call console.log. We'll do curried, and we'll pass 1 comma 2 then comma 3. And likewise we will call it very differently, like we can pass this together, or we can pass all of it together, 1 comma 2. Or what else we can do, we can also do like we can just pass 1 first, 1 comma 2 will pass together. So these are the different ways in different order we can call one argument at once, 2 argument at once, then 3, all 3, and then we are just passing first 2 and then the last one. All should give me the same value. I'll just clear it off and we'll see if we are getting this. Look, all is getting the same value. Let's say in future if I do this, like I increase the argument. Okay, this is giving me some error. Okay, because I'm not giving a value, I need to pass another value, because what we got is function, because it returns a function because it expects another variable, right? So that is why. And now if we see, okay, I have passed different values. Ideally I should be passing the same value so that I get same result, and look, it's working fine. So guys, this is it, and hopefully you would have understood it. And you could what you could do here is you can like simplify this a bit. You can just get rid of this because that's not required, and This return is also not required from here, and we can just return this current. I'm just like simplifying this a bit. And also what you can do is, since it's all of these functions are arrow functions, we no need to use call. We can directly call the function. We'll not have to specifically pass the context of it, and it should work as expected. So let's check, and yeah, we are getting the same value. So we can do this way as well, and this is also fine. And just what we have done is we have changed this inner function curried to the arrow function. So the version has changed, and since it's an arrow function, we don't have to specifically pass the context here, and instead what we can do is like we can just simply call this function, because the arrow function doesn't create a new context. So today we have covered function carrying, and hope you people have liked it, and you can comment on the comment section and let me know about any topic you want me to cover, so that I can come with a video on those topics. And also I would like you to like the videos and also share it with your friends, so that they can also get benefit out of it, and also subscribe to my channel so that you don't get miss out on any important update and new videos coming in. Thank you guys, and we'll meet again in the next video.